Adventures.
Greetings once again, all Chuke here from Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, I wanted to talk about this Kimber Mountain Ascent. It is chambered in 270 Winchester. The rifle is safe, but I am just more and more impressed with this rifle, and I cannot believe it's been 5 years since I bought this rifle, and I've been hunting with it pretty steadily. Now, I got this from Juan at EDC, Alaska 5 years ago. I believe I've only killed 2 caribou with it 2 different years, but I didn't hunt with it every year. I hunted with some other rifles. I would have got 3 last year, but I didn't see one, and I am planning on hunting with it again this year, and this is the 5th year I've had it. Now, this thing is a mountain rifle, so this is what I like putting on my backpack for those long extended mountain hunts, you know, like a goat or sheep hunt almost, where you're just got everything on your back and you're just hiking for miles out in the mountains, because it is 5 pounds 12 ounces. It's got this fluted thin pencil barrel and very lightweight Kevlar stock. I love the Sitka gear pattern here. Kind of cheesy, but you know, matches my Sitka jacket, which I'm not even going to be wearing this year. It does have a Cerakoted 24-inch barrel, and it does have a muzzle brake on it, which really helps. 270 can kick, you know, almost as hard as a 30-06. To me, it feels similar. A lightweight rifle like this you'd think would be a pain to shoot, but the muzzle brake really mitigates that recoil, and it has a decelerator foam pad back here, so it is very comfortable to shoot. I've got tally rings, which are lightweight rings on here, and just this old Burris full field E1 scope. It's a 4.5 by 14 powered variable scope, and this has been my setup for years, and I just love it. And I do want to talk about sighting it in. I was having some problems with some rifles, some new rifles I was having that just weren't grouping good. I had them on bipods, both of them. I got this thing out. Now, I do want to say I have this Just In Case Holsters custom leather sling on here. Check that out. There's a beautiful sling he made me. So shout out to Just In Case Holsters. Check out his website, justincase.com. He's got some just beautiful leather holsters and leather work like that. But when I sighted this in, I put it on my backpack because that's how I usually hunt. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I'll have some sticks or something, but I'm usually just kind of laying down and shooting off my backpack because I don't want the extra weight of a bipod on this mountain rifle. So I didn't have a bipod on this rifle, and you know, sometimes it's hard for me to get really sub MOA groups if I'm not on a bipod. It's easier for me to do that, or you know, really good groups on sled or something. So I just had this rested on my backpack. I know I pulled the first shot. The first shot was like 1.5 inches away, but two of the shots were just right next to each other, almost touching, and that was just resting on this on a backpack at 100 yards. I am so happy with this rifle. You know, it's got a bad rap. People say that, you know, you sometimes get a dud, and there are reports on the forums, on the interwebs, that they're not accurate. I have found this to be very accurate. You know, maybe what's happening is people are taking too many shots close together. Of course, it's going to heat up a teeny pencil barrel like that, and you're going to have problems. I typically like to shoot 130 grain Nosler partitions out of this. I did have some Barnes TSX tipped hunting rounds that I may hunt with this year. I'm a big fan of Barnes. They're powered really well. They sure do load them good. But just off a backpack, for me to get the 2 shots like that, just so impressed with this rifle. I'm absolutely going to hunt with it. I also want to say that it's like my dad tells me, you should only, you know, take a shot in the beginning of the season to test your zero, and then when you're out hunting, you shoot once or maybe twice to kill your animal, and you don't even have to shoot your rifle that much. And that's what's been happening every year. The setup is so rock solid. I'll test my zero, and I don't even have to adjust the scope. It's every year it's slightly to the right. I know where it shoots on my reticle. I've got my dope taped to the stock there, but every year I'll test my zero, take a couple shots, you know, 3-shot group. It's always on, And then, like I said, 2 of those years I bagged my animals. So I can't say enough about this rifle. It's one of the greatest mountain rifles and hunting rifles I've ever had. You know, I really wanted a Christensen Arms rifle. And then you look at the prices, and then I read some of the reviews, which probably aren't true, just like the reviews on this one weren't true. But the more I think about it, the more I'll probably just get another one of these in 308, because I want to start doing some of my hunting in 308. So that's probably one I'm going to go with, because I have just had such a good experience with this rifle. Let me know what you guys think, what you think about the Kimber Mountain Ascent. For me, it's the perfect mountain lightweight hunting rifle. So please become a patron if you can. I got links below, and thanks for tuning in, guys. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, look, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time.